Alright, well, we're down at Brook Bay. I mean, the day is just stunning. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful day for doing this. And we're looking for dinosaurs. Well, we've had our first major run of issues sort of last night heading to this morning, all technological. My computer is failing me. All of my software has crashed and I've had to uninstall and re-download all the software, and then the software said that there were various other problems that needed to be fixed, so I tried to fix that, got it working, but it still says the problems aren't being fixed, and it's working in the sense that I can pull everything up and begin to edit it, but it's not happy to export it. So last night I uploaded yesterday's video thinking it was all there, and it wasn't. It cut most of the end off, rather annoyingly. My computer also isn't very happy. It's overheating and cutting out. It needs to be plugged in, otherwise it will die. It's also electrocuting me if I touch certain parts of it, and it's very, 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 very slow. So pray much, because I don't really want a laptop to conk out on me, and pray that we get the funds so I can get a new one, because I don't know how much longer this is going to last. I've been working this morning. Hopefully we can get it finished and uploaded and sorted, and then I can get on with doing some proper live videos and then head out to the beach. So you see all of this shingle and cobbles. This is where you can find little rolled bits of dinosaur bone. Basically what happens is it comes out of the cliffs here and gets washed around, and that's where you can find it. Now these cliffs in particular are known as the Weld deposits, and they're known as the Weldon floodplain because the evidence of flooding is having formed these cliffs is so abundant. And let's see if we can find a fossil down here. It may not be a dinosaur bone, but let's just see what we can pick up. Oh, there's something. There we go. Just here. It's a bit of fossil wood. It would have probably been Araucaria, the monkey puzzle tree, or the southern conifer. You find them lots around here. They're living fossils, by the way. The Araucarias and the monkey puzzle trees. Lots of living fossils around here, and all buried extremely quickly. And all buried in a flood. And we'll talk about some of that evidence as we go. But down that way, there's Hanover Point, and down that way there are dinosaur fossil footprints. So we're going to go investigate down there. Okay, so we're now starting to come across some of our first examples of dinosaur footprints. They're quite worn, but there's one there. If we turn it around like that, you might just be able to pick out the three toes. There's another worn one just there. This is quite a nice one. There we go. Put it just like that. Beautiful. Let's see what else we can find in and around here. Lots of... there's one down there as well. So you're starting to get these footprints come out of the cliffs here. So behind all of this clay, you've actually got some very, very large beds of sandstone. And this is where the dinosaurs walked. This is where they got their footprints infilled, and what's now actually being washed out of these cliffs here. Absolutely wonderful. Let's see what else we can find. Well, we've timed this beautifully because the tide is very, very low, which is exactly what we want. You can see that I'm heading away from the cliff out that way, because right out here is some footprints, dinosaur footprints, of where the dinosaurs actually walked. Let me explain. What we've been looking at so far have been where the dinosaurs have walked, and then a different type of sediment has come and infilled that footprint, and then that infilled footprint is what washes out to the cliff. So you're not actually looking where the dinosaurs walked, you're looking at a cast of a footprint, an infill. But out here we have the actual mould fossils. The places where the dinosaurs actually walked, we actually have a fossil trackway. So let's see if we can go and suss it out. Okay, so this is where the tide is normally. This big gulf which you can see, there's the sea out there. This big gulf that you can see is what's normally filled with water. So you can get out to here on a relatively high, low tide. But you need a really low tide, spring tide, like it is now, in order to get properly across. That's probably our best shot over those rocks just down here. Right, I'm going to doing this obviously with a camera. There can be some quite deep water in there. Oh, here we go. There we go, made it. Lovely job. Right, it's up on this flat bit of rock. Now I've only been able to come over and see these about 3 or 4 times, despite having come over to the Isle of Wight many times. Because of my third main time coming to see these. Right, let's see if we can spot them. Well, I can see where one was cut out. You see this big square up here? That's where one was actually cut out of, not too long back. Here we go, here it is. Right there. Okay, what are we looking at? 1 footprint, 2 toe print, 3 toe prints. You've got 1, 2, 3. If you get the angle right, you can see it a little bit clearer. Let's come around here. There we go. That's nice. So a dinosaur step there. We have another one just further back about there. So you can see he stepped there. Then he stepped out to where this one was cut out. And then there is your next one. There's a footprint there. Then he stepped over here somewhere, which looks like it's probably been filled in. But you can see the last one just out there. So you've actually got a dinosaur trackway that carries on because another footprint turns out just up there. So you've got a whole trackway of dinosaur footprints just walking across this bit here. So this is actually where the dinosaur walked. This whole trackway bit here, bum 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 bum. Now the last time I was here, I actually found out that there were another set of footprints that hadn't been, apparently hadn't been recorded before. I'm just trying to see if I can find it. I took photographs of them last time I was over here. The other thing which you also see out here are some fabulous fossil trees. And in fact, this whole area is known as a log mat. It's a gymnosperm log mat, so basically a pine tree. Again, most likely the southern conifers or the araucarias, and you can see them over here. Here's one of those giant trees. Just try and not get too wet here. Look at this. Huge tree. You can see where it's snapped off. Unfortunately, being far out here, you do get a lot of erosion that happens. But you can see this giant tree trunk where it's been sticking up out of the rock, and look at the angle it is. It's definitely a flood mat, but it's been shoved upwards. This has been buried very quickly. In fact, you can find flooded log mats like this all over the world, including at Jurassic Ark in Australia, in Creation Research's Outdoor Museum. But that's a beautiful, great big tree just there. You've got loads more plant debris. This is all fossil wood down here, and you can also see all this fossil wood in lines just along here. Huge amounts of fossil wood all washed into place. Oh, here's a nice bit, nice big log, look, just down here. There's another log just over here, another big log there. Let's have a look, see what else we can find over this way. It's great fun tracking these. In fact, they actually pointed out in one of the books that I read that they all follow a sort of a southeast direction. In other words, these have definitely got directional flow on them. Oh, there's a lovely big one. Look at that log there. Great big, huge log. Look at the size of that one. Absolutely enormous. More trees around here, look. Beautiful, great big fossil trees. All washed into place. That's a big one. Look at that one. That's huge. Huge, great big thing. All washed into place around here. Definitely a massive, catastrophic flood burial for sure. No doubt about it. Well, I think that's pretty much most of what's right over here. We found some cool dinosaur footprints, we found some wonderful fossil trees, definitely buried very quickly. Let's head back towards the cliffs and see if we can find some more footprints and see if we can find some more dinosaur bone. Alright, we found our first proper fossil. We've just been kind of trimming and chipping it all up. Here it is just here. Let's get in close and tell you what it is. Well, here you can see it here. It's the spine of a fin of a shark. So you've got the shark's body would be down here, and this would be the fin. Come down like that, sort of holds the fin up in place and have the muscles attached to it. So it's quite a nice little find. Very, very detailed. You can see how it kind of extends up here as well. So we'll need to take this back. I've been trimming all the rock down because it was a huge bit of rock, and I'll be trimming this down, taking this back and cleaning all out this part of here. So quite a nice find.